Hello and welcome to Destiny Digits. This is the birthday reading for birthday number 5. Thank you guys so much for being here. So fives, your birthday reading talks like about a sub opportunity that you have. So it's almost like an extra outfit that you can put on to help you walk out your life purpose. And so as a 5, freedom, change, growth, expansion, you just have this deep curiosity to really shake things up and to live a life that evolves and changes and shows growth, right? So you are unafraid of expansion, right? You just have this vision for long-term enjoyment and satisfaction. You want things to always feel like adventure. You also adapt very well because change is something that you welcome. People probably consider you to be very magnetic, and sometimes they could, kind of envy your ability to take risks and to go after things, in a bold way. All right, so first card out says what? No, just kidding. How do you feel about yourself now? How do you feel about yourself now? So first card is breathe. This moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate all that is well? So in this current moment, if you were to look at your big picture, maybe you're not as pleased, or maybe there's more change and growth and tweaking that you like to see. But if you were to shrink down to just the moment in front of you, and you were to think about all things that were going well, look at the things that you can literally put your hands on around you that are going well. What in front of you can you be grateful for? So it's about finding gratitude in the moment of now and then using that energy to expand outwards as you grow and create physical expansion. It's about creating that within first. It's about feeling like no matter where I am, I've already arrived to my outcome because I live that from within, right? And so take a moment to just reflect, to look, to think, to feel, to smell, to taste, to really tap in and ground yourself with the now. Okay? And find a way to appreciate things as they are. Okay? All right. What do you most want at this moment, fives? What do you most want at this moment? Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? All right, so in this moment, people, places, things, our relationships, all of those are mirrors to what we're feeling, desiring, needing, lacking on the inside. So if you are in a relationship, and you can count that through friendship, intimacy, family, it doesn't matter. Just look at the last 5 people that you texted or called. Think about just those 5 relationships. Consider those people to be mirrors of some aspect of you. Are you pleased? Out of those 5, how many of them really reveal to you an inner reflection that you enjoy about self? How many of those relationships reveal to you where you want to be and where you're going? So if you woke up tomorrow and if everything in your life was exactly as you desired it, would those same 5 people be in that new life, in that new existence, in that dream of yours? Do they promote your growth? Are they growing as you grow? Right? And so when we're thinking about what we want most, the best way to figure out, am I on the right track? Is everything okay with me? A great way to assess is to look at just take a snapshot of how you feel. So that's how you could do your relationships, the last 5 people you've had contact with, and kind of assessed. But you also can think about the last 5 things that you've put in your body. Are they building you or are they breaking you? Things like that, like all your behaviors, your habits, your thoughts, all of those are assessments. And so at this moment, you want your life to reflect the you that you know exists, right? And so sometimes I can tell you that changing, shifting, growing, it's not always a pretty process. And so be mindful that you could be changing and going in the right direction and on the right path, but all the mirrors around you are really not fulfilling. But it doesn't mean you're not moving and growing. So nothing is as it seems, but allow what's being reflected back to you to almost be like a sign or a signal on the dashboard of a car. Your car being your body, your vehicle, your vessel that carries your soul and your mission. How is it feeling about where we are right now? You know? Sorry, we kind of got lost in that one, but maybe someone needed it. All right, next one. What are your fears? What are your fears? All right. Everyone is on their own journey. How could you focus more on your own path? So what are your fears? So you could be feeling scattered. You could be feeling, that's the thing about fives. You possess such great energy because change, transition, adventure, expansion, these are things that require energy. They need vision. And so sometimes you can scatter yourself in many different places because you're trying to expand all at once in many different ways, right? But not every way that we've put, not every commitment, not every project, not every relation, not every one of the things that we've put ourselves into is really taking us to our expansion. So every now and then it's okay to do an assessment. And so if you feel that either others are too involved in you or you need to pull your energy back from situations, people, places, and things in order to focus more on your path, then that's okay. So you could kind of be fearful like that you're not quite sure of your own journey, right? Or you want to make this uniquely you. You want to grow and expand, but it seems like others are very comfortable with where they are right now, but something inside of you is shifting. And so you need to collect your energy and focus more on your path. Now we'll dig more into this obviously when the other cards can come out, but I feel like this this talks about really connections and relationships with others. What happens in your mind, do you think, when you make this shift and this change in life? When you start to switch out these mirrors that don't reflect you, what's the outcome, of those relationships? What is your advantage? It says turn your worry into wonder. So fives, you could be worried about how these changes, shifts in life are going to impact the people, places, and things that you've already been committed and tied to. But it says to turn your worry into wonder, surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? And so the one thing that you can do right now, everything ahead of this moment is unknown. Everything's unknown, right? On a grander scale, everything's unknown. And so what do you do when things are not yet known? What do you do when things aren't clear? What do you do when you're fogged in, when you can't see? Right? Do we worry? No. And so in the event that you were in a space of worry, that is energy. So beautiful that you have that energy, but let's use all of that energy in a way that advances and grows you, right? We don't want it to break us. So how can we use our energy to be sure it doesn't break us? Worry breaks us. It stops us. It makes us doubt. It makes us question. It makes us regret and fear. We double think. We unthink. We overanalyze. And so when you can turn that worry into wonder, instead of saying, oh my goodness, this is going to go wrong, this isn't going to work, and say, I wonder what's going to happen, or I wonder how. I wonder how this is all going to work out. I know that this is really, really want, but I wonder this, you have a natural curiosity just having the five energy, but you can use that to your advantage. Use it for good and not evil, right? Use it to expand you, use it to grow you. And so when we're in a space where we really can't change anything, we're at the mercy of life, right? When we're in those spaces, that's when we surrender. That's when we take our hands off and we just kind of float and enjoy. At some point, we're going to have to act. Our feet will touch the ground again, but in moments, we just need to float, surrender, and absorb. And so that's the space you need to be in. It's like a trust fall, right? And so what's your advantage? Taking a trust fall in the space you're in can really help you, right? It could be a better use of your energy. And any of the possibilities that you fall into in this space of surrender need to be written down, recorded, drawn, like you need to collect the things that surface in this space of surrender and write them down because they matter. Those are messages about the things that you dream and the things that you want to bring into reality. What is opposing you? These cards are kind of big. I feel like I shuffle very oddly with them. What's opposing you? Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? So in step 3, I said I definitely thought that this was situations involving others. We'll figure out more. And so what's opposing you is relationships, people that you've tied yourself to. And if you didn't know, you are a sponge, an energetic sponge. That's what an empath is. Your ability to feel and to pick up on vibrations and truths. It happens in a way where you kind of carry your stuff and everybody else's stuff. And so right now that is becoming a block. It's becoming a weight, and it's causing you to stop because you have to purge, right? You've put on like 10 coats and you only need one based on the real climate and temperature outside. So those other 9 coats are protection, are comforting you or appearing to, but that's not even yours. So taking off a coat is like taking off something that someone dumped onto you or gave, or you felt obligated to carry, obligated to put on, just because of how you're packaged energetically. So how can you remove these coats? How can you detach from the drama? How can you make sure that you are no longer in this position where you have to continually collect things that don't belong to you? Right? Is it a physical move? Like how can you kind of make yourself out of sight, out of mind? Sometimes that's what you need. You need solitude to recover. Right? And so this is about you really kind of defending yourself energetically so that you can expand. And so when I said this is a moment where you need to collect back your energy because it may have been squandered, like I kind of feel that's the space that you're in right now, And at the bottom of the deck, what is the outcome according to the current situation? Great awakening. You're going to walk in your truth. You're standing firm in your light. You're understanding how to trust yourself more. All right, 5's beautiful. Let's see what other cards we can pull. So far, we've had the 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, the Hermit. At the bottom of the deck, we have, look at this, Worrywart, 9 of Swords. We talked about worry. And then the extra card that came out is the Sun. And so it says a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. I'll put that here. All right, let me just go ahead and pull the crystal healing cards to put under, and then we are going to dive in a little more. All right, five. So I feel like you are spring cleaning. Like I mean, it's not spring, but just the concept of what spring cleaning is. It's the recognition that seasons change, and I need to be dressed and ready. I need to look like I know this is a new season. I need to live like I know. I need to dress like it, speak like it, think like it. I need to put myself in environments that reflect this new season, this new time, right? My relationships need to be a reflection of me, of who I am, not who others define me to be, but who I know I am, right? And I have to make these changes unapologetically. At the bottom, music. And so let me just mention, in spaces of worry, you know, when music is a healing tool, okay? And so vibrationally, you can use music at different hertz to accomplish different things for your body energetically. You can create music, right? You can listen to music that is a reflection of the thoughts that you need to have, right? And so the music that you listen to, it needs to reflect the truth of your soul. And so we don't want to always listen to the music that is telling us about all the bad that has happened or the life that we've just walked out of. We need to use music to pull us forward into the life that we are creating and dreaming and pulling down to become this reality. And so please, in spaces of worry, implement music, right? And you can Google, music about success, music about healthy relationships, music about, financial stability. Google that. Anything that you dream for self. Music is just such a light and fun healing tool that you can use it to just help change your mind, change your energy, change your awareness, right? When you don't have the people around you to speak life into you, music can do that. Okay. All right, fives. So we talked about really living in this moment. We talked about living in your current space. No matter what things look and feel like around you, we're going to live in this current space. And we are going to be grateful for where we are now because we need that energy of gratitude because that's the fuel to get us to where we want to end up, right? And so when you understand that gratitude is literally fuel for your vessel to expand in this life, you will begin to implement it abundantly, right? That looks like every day writing down 3 things that you're grateful for, right? I woke up, I've got electricity, I've got cozy socks, my coffee's hot. That's a great morning. All right. And so how can you kind of fall in love with the moment? How can you become more appreciative of the space that you're in? The 3 of Pentacles says to do what you love. Fives, what do you love to do? What could you do every day, all day that never feels like work? Right? What could you do with your time, with your hands, with your mind, with your creativity? What is your craft? What is your art form? What is your form of expression? Is it speaking? Does it actually require you to use your hands? Is it being physically fit? Is it working out? Is it cooking? Is it singing? Is it cleaning and organizing? Is it documenting and categorizing things? What is it? But nonetheless, it says recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, really? I can't even say that. Excellent reputation. All right. And so how do you feel about yourself right now? You want to do what you love. You want to be surrounded by people that love you, that you also love in return, right? You want to even earn and use your craft, your gift, your art form as a form of stability. You want to do what you love full time. And so you have to kind of fall in love with this moment that you're in order to grow and expand and kind of snowball affect that energy. Now we also have the shadow. Now, one of the cards at the bottom I am going to read. So as we go through them, I'll, kind of be pulled to which one. But the shadow is always significant because it talks about the significance of all parts of us. We need our dark. We need our light. We need all of it. All of it is vital for Earth, right? And so everything within us is fair game. We don't want to suppress. We don't want to neglect. We don't want to avoid or ignore or abandon anything that we need. Now, in life, all of those things could have been done to us by our caretakers. In relationships, we could have been neglected and abandoned, but we don't want to continue those patterns. And so our shadow is here and present to show you what old programming systems we are still operating on that people have given us to believe and think true about who we are and what we can have in this life. And so your shadow is significant in this moment because it will free you and allow you to tap in to your creativity. In order to fall in love with this moment, shadow work is required. It sounds scary and taxing, but it's only leading you to the light. You know what I mean? So when we talked about what do you most want at this moment, you want everything in your life. If all things are mirrors, you want to walk past the mirrors of your life and to smile and to laugh and to feel joy, because in every aspect of you, you want to be doing it. You want to be getting it right. You want to be on target. You want to be on the path. Financially, health, fitness, family, in every category, you want every mirror to look like the best version of you is in full swing. You know what I mean? And so what is required of you at this moment? Well, Queen of Swords says that you have to be comfortable removing emotion. You have to be practical and logical and decisive. You have to be unapologetic in making choices. This sword allows you to cut and remove. It allows you to create boundaries. It allows you to guard, defend, to protect. And so energetically, you have to pull back and collect energy that no longer needs to be with certain people, places, and things. Right? And sometimes that's difficult. It says brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. So any of those characteristics can be true to you, but one that is most true is releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. What do you want most? Peace. When you look at the mirrors of your life, you want them to bring you peace. And so we are not at peace when we are unfulfilled, when we are tied to things that are not feeding us, growing us, loving us properly, consistently, unconditionally. All of those things they take our peace away. And so it's time to remove things that are removing your peace from you. That's what you want most right now. And so what are your fears? Well, everybody's on their own journey, right? And what does that really mean when we say that? I mean, we know that we're all living. Everybody's on their own journey. We are not responsible for people. I mean, outside of our children and the people that we honestly, come on. But you know what I mean? But we have to be selfish, right? Because we have to be selfish. We need all of us in order to endure, in order to expand, in order to have success. You need all aspects of you in order to really do this thing well. I mean, socially, no matter where you're living, there's challenges environmentally around you right now, anywhere on earth. It may not be the problem I'm facing here, but energetically, if there's an issue here, there's an issue everywhere. And so right now, everybody's on their own journey. How can you focus more on your own path? That's the question that are frustrated because you want to stabilize yourself. You want to ground yourself. You want to use your creative energy, and you want to use your gifts for your own independence, for your own leadership, for your own success. And that's the time. Now, the beautiful thing is we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is an energy of exchange. This is about balance, right? And so this talks the fact that energy moves. Any energy moves, whether for good or for bad. If it's energy, it's going to move and it's going to flow. And so what goes out comes back. And so when you have constantly put good things out into others and assisted them, when you pull your energy back and you start to direct that to yourself, to really focus on your own path, all of that energy, all of that really is going to be returned to you. You're just kind of focusing it, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to need the heat from my own lamp for a moment. I need to get warm, right? And so Six of Pentacles says the good you do comes back to you. And in an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others that are less fortunate, new beginnings. And so new beginnings are coming, but you just have to figure out how to put yourself on your own path, how to really pull back your energy, not be scattered, right? How to no longer live in like this kind of unstable, disorganized or kind of shifty energy, right? We don't always want to be ever changing. Sometimes addictions can pull us into people, places, and things. Like we physically feel like we can't break away from something, and it's got us tied and bound, right? But the new beginning is here. You're adaptable. And the seeds you've planted, once you make this choice to really focus on self, are going to return the favor to you. Now, what's your advantage? Well, we talked about turning our worry into wonder, to really using our energy to grow and expand us and not to break us and keep us stuck. And so we have the Nine of Wands here. And this is kind of like knowing what you're made of, no matter what, right? This is a warrior. This is about overcoming obstacles, right? And so although at times you may worry, it's about not succumbing to your worry, not like going to get out your worry socks and your worry coat and your worry mug and your worrying hat. Like you don't want to become comfortable. Like you don't want to live in it. Yes, we're going to worry. Yes, we are concerned about our success, but we don't want that energy to just really comfort us. Right? And so this Nine of Wands is about never being comfortable in your own fear, and you're always going after it. It says protect what you've created, be prepared, never give up, ask your angels for help, environmental activism and animal rights. So worry is real, but we are going to use it in a different energy form, and we're going to turn it into wonder. We're going to become curious about our experience by stepping up to it. Right? We're going to step into it, step up to it. And yes, we can be guarded. Yes, we can be, because we've been through some things, right? And so our worry helps us not repeat stupidity or foolishness or allow that into our life. So like worry is real. It is an asset, but allow it to armor you, allow it to protect you, allow it to prepare you. We have teacher. And so this means that every wand that you've collected on your journey in this experience holds a lesson that's vital to where you're moving to. Nothing's for naught, right? And so you are a collection of everything you've been through, and you are a story in itself that can assist others. We're all living and breathing because we have something to offer. And so your journey has groomed you to become this teacher, this seer, this way shower who can help people navigate their own issues and obstacles and overcome them. right? And so when you can conquer your own mental health, when you can conquer your thoughts, when you can conquer your energy and use it to assist you, listen, that is a gift and a power. And as a 5 who can change, and when you move fluidly and you can expand, like, that is a gift. Understanding how to work with energy, to master your own energy. If we could all do that in a way that is for our own advancement, that's unstoppable. And so when we talked about what's opposing you from living in that space, we talked about the fact that you kind of have to rise above the people situation, release everything that doesn't belong to you, right? As an empath, you carry stuff. You're putting on a whole bunch of stuff that's not yours. Give it back. Drop it off at Goodwill. Put it in a donation bucket. Throw it away. Return to sender. Right? So listen, Hermit talks about solitude. So as a 5, right now, you need you. So what's opposing you is having our energy out instead of in. And so the Hermit says, listen, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, self-discovery. In your case, because we do have the teacher card, because we do have the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the 3, these are energies of capitalizing on truths that you know. And so I feel like you are a spiritual mentor. And when you conquer your own journey, you have just learned a cheat code for others to go out and do the same. But it's in solitude that you can kind of lead yourself to the discovery of you. Right. And so we have dreams. And so what's significant about dreams is that we have dreams while sleeping and we have waking dreams. And so documenting both is vital. So when you are losing yourself in the daytime, although awake, where's your mind going? What are you thinking, feeling? What are you wondering about? What are you curious about? What do you want most? Where are you led to? You know, when you look out a window, if you were to be looking at your life on the other side of that window, what does it look like? Those are the things that need to be written, documented, drawn, pictures, photo, like make that real as possible until it becomes the reality that you're walking in. And then, of course, we have the dreams that we have while asleep, a Post-it note, an index card. I used to love when weight loss was a focus of mine. Every morning I'd weigh myself every single morning, and I'd write the date next to the amount that I was weighing with a dry erase marker on the bathroom mirror. And it kind of just ended up surrounding the whole mirror, just kind of going around. And it was so fun, but it became a habit. Every day I was going to see myself in that mirror because you have to groom yourself when you wake up. So it was just leaving a dry erase marker in the bathroom to write a note, to write a message. And if you can record the dreams that you've had while sleeping, that can be a great place if you're able to really document. It's the place you're going to go every day. Right? And so use what you have to do as a way to implement high quality behaviors, right? So waking dreams and sleeping dreams are important. They're revealing things about your own discovery that you're collecting in this hermit space, this solitude. And the most beautiful thing about the hermit is that it's intentional solitude. It's you choosing to do this. It's you choosing to pull back your energy. And it's that you understand the significance at this moment of detachment. Right? So it's like, how can I detach? Not that I'll stay this way forever, but it's a recognition of where we are right now. Detachment's just necessary. And so the outcome, listen, you can overcome this worry, this fear, this 9 of Wands, and it's in solitude. It's where you can really connect with your dreams, with your voice. You can conquer this fear. You need to reboot your thoughts, right? We just kind of need to reboot our mind. And that's okay. Sometimes we get glitches on our phone. Our phone freezes or something freezes and we can't get it unstuck. And sometimes our mind can totally be that way. And you kind of just have to shut it off you know, and kind of reboot. And that's why solitude's necessary. There's so many things that you're carrying that you have to detach from, because it's putting a lot of things into you that really aren't even you. And you need your energy to be purified so that you can grow and expand and get to this sun and the success, right? And so music can help you, right? And so, I mean, you can't say there's nothing to worry about, but really, I think the worrying is done. So there's nothing to worry about. The Great Awakening, it says, walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. This is about trusting yourself, 5, stepping into you, and any naysayers, they must go. Their date of expiration has arrived. Okay, now I said I like to read one of these cards. I think new beginning is most appropriate. I think that you know very well about the shadow. Although that card carries a lot of weight, I think that the new beginning will reveal to you something about where you've been from. So that's the one I'm going to read from, okay? So let's find a new beginning. Here we go, page 53. Okay, and I like to read just the... So it says, you've attracted this powerful card into your life today to share with you that the blessings of new beginnings are upon you. Life moves in cycles, and the one you are currently entering is one of exciting new opportunities. The light of a new dawn and the medicine of calcoxenite is shining down upon you. As one chapter of your life is coming to an end, it is time to dust yourself off and focus on the here and now. And that's exactly where we begin, focusing on the here and now, but not being ignorant to the fact that you've come through some stuff, right? As the old drops away, you may be feeling a range of different emotions, such as fear, joy, excitement, anticipation, and even a little sadness as you enter into this renewed time of transformation. Work closely with the divas to release any unwanted fears or resistance, and trust this is a sacred time of bringing new energy into your life. As you draw upon the medicine of calcoxenite, know that this is a perfect time for you to start a new project or pursue something that you've been holding off on for the right time. You are being urged to embrace this opportunity full and allow the first light of dawn to shine upon you, offering blessings of rebirth and rejuvenation in every aspect of your life. Enjoy this new part of your journey. It will bring you to an abundance of positive change. And so this is beautiful. Creative ideas and your imagination kind of are going to awaken new ideas, new inspiration. It's almost like, you know, life almost becomes magical. All right, 5s, I'm hoping this reading kind of motivates you to keep moving. You're going in the right direction. Worry is natural, but redirect that energy towards you. If you have to pull away, if you have to go in your own solitude, that's fine. Do what you love. You're a teacher. Your shadow is necessary, so give it a hug, give it a kiss, take it on a walk. And don't be afraid to use your sword when you're looking in mirrors that are not you. Okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care.